chewing gum. That's gross. So today I'm going to talk about my dissertation. It's done! Look at it! Look at that! Look at that backwards title, because everyone's bloody camera goes backwards. So I'm going to do a little thing about dissertations. Yeah! Although I don't actually feel that enthusiastic about it, because now it's bound. I'm not going to read it and check for mistakes, because one of my friends did that and then found a mistake on every single page, so it's just not worth it. So the processes of choosing a dissertation, disso, dissertation, big essay, theses, 12,000 words, 10,000 words, whatever the limit of words is, however you want to call it, is finitoed. So yeah, started thinking of my topic a year ago today. We're in April 2013. Welcome to this 19th day of the month. Woo, it is precisely 12:12. No, it is 12:12, it's not precisely 12:12. Time's not relevant. And yeah, so May time last year, chose my dissertation topic after much thought processes, and then I had an epiphany in a dream. This time last year I was working in Baguette de Monde, a really skanky baguette shop, and I was just like, I just want to do my dissertation now. I don't want to work in this establishment with mice running around me. I'm ranting on, I'm really sorry. So yeah, I decided to do that, scratching my boobie, great. And yeah, and I thought about it after binding it. It's worse than pregnancy. Never been pregnant. But okay, it's not worse than pregnancy, but it's kind of on a par with pregnancy, because in the initial stages, so May through till like September, don't really think about it. It's like, yeah, topic, boom, done. I want to choose that. I want to look at that painting. Yay. It's kind of like pregnancy. Little babies in your womb sack, and it's like, hey, I'm preggers. Woo, isn't this exciting? I don't know what this road's going to lead me onto. And then it gets to like October through December, you're researching lots, and it's like, I'm new to this. I don't know if I'm reading the right thing. Is my window open? Well, I'm just going to put this virally, or not really viral, internetly, and might as well get the public. Oh, I can see my neighbour's hoodoo. So yeah, it's like October, December, you don't know where you're going with it, it's reading everything. Read. I'll read this book on chemistry, even though I'm not doing chemistry. Yeah, give me this science article, which is for an arts degree. No, I mentioned I do history of art, by the way. Picking this up again, because for confirmation, even though, actually no, it says there, history of art backwards. So yeah, it's kind of like reading those baby books for tips and advice, like, what do I do? How do I look after a baby? How do I deal with this womb growth in me of a child? Yeah, and then you start writing it around January time, and it's like, yeah, this is going well. 2,000 words in 2 days. It's a dream. And then by the third day, it's like, don't want to do this anymore for about 20 days, which is not like pregnancy. Maybe it is, because I reckon you've got this baby in you, and it's like, yeah, this is a great idea, and suddenly maybe you start having doubts, like, don't really want this child. Well, I do want it, but I don't know I don't know if I'm going to be a good mother. And it's like a dissertation. It's like, am I going to be a good parent to you? Will you bode me well in the future? Because I guess in a way, it's like, you write this and it's done now, and you get to what, I don't know, March time. It's due in April, 3 days time. And it's like final bit of editing, so you read it, you think, yeah, it's done, I'm going to give it to everyone read this, thank you. They read it, your dissertation tutor reads it, tells you, yeah, this is what you've got to do, that's what you've got to sort out, So it's kind of like the nurse coming up to you in your last month of being pregnant saying, this is the final step, you've got to do this, eat loads of cravingy things that you're craving, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke cigarettes, steady on the heroin. So it's kind of like that really. Make sure that you proofread it so you haven't got any swear words in, which I do sometimes. I'll write, this bit is shit, please go back and change, just to make sure that I've proofread it. And all the final bit of tweaking, so it gets given to everyone in your family, and they're like, yeah, well done, great, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And it's, I suppose that's like pregnancy as well. It's like, boom, your baby will come out of you, it will all be fine. Until, I don't know, the waters break. Back to the pregnancy allegory, and comparing it to dissertation, it's like, right, okay, I'm going to print it all off, it's going to be wonderful. And then you read through it, and it's like, mistake, 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 mistake. So you have to print it off again. And then by the time you've printed it off, it's like, great, I've got more mistakes, I've just bound it, you have to rebind it. And then it's the decision of like, what binding to go for. I went for heat binding. Heat, very hot. That's what heat is. Hot. So yeah, I had the option of this kind of binding, or like one of those, you know, whole kind of binding, but it's just stressful. This was quite stressful actually. No, it wasn't. And you have to choose what kind of binding you want, which is kind of like the birth process. It's like, do I go for water birth or non-water birth? I don't know what other kind of births there are. Oh no, there are many of them, I can't be asked though. So yeah, so the guy's like, do you want this kind of binding or that kind of binding? And then makes out this one to be the most stressful thing ever. Like, you don't want heat binding, because if you go for heat binding, it might not all fit in, and it's, you know, you can't do anything about it, which is £2.50. Or you go for the clippy binding, which he tells you it's a safer option because you have more control over it, when it actually just frays all the paper for £2. So I was like, yeah, give me the £2 one. And it turned out that the £2 one was actually more hassle than it was worth. So I was like, pay my extra 50p. And yeah, so that was it. All done now. Ta-da! This is, you know, it's exited my womb like a baby would. If only that would happen. If only your dissertation could just slip right out and be done. Just eat loads of food for 9 months and it's finitoed. But yeah, I haven't thought to read over it anymore because the idea of spotting mistakes just sickens me. I just think, what's done is done now. So yeah, dissertation, boom. So to celebrate today, I went to town. So I'm going on a trip after uni. Whoa! Genuine excitement there. Yeah, so that's the reason that I've started one of these vlogs, because I thought I'd finish off my uni life, yeah, with a blog thing, so start off my travelling vlog. So yeah, I went to town today to get an Indian visa. Now that's all done, so I can prioritise on my travels now. And it wasn't that great because I went to go get some photos for this visa thing, and then realised when I got to the visa place, the Indian visa place, they were like, so I'm going to India. I don't know if I said that on my gap year. Yeah, and then the guy was like, wrong size photo, go get some more. Okay, so I spent 12 quid on frigging photos today, and my visa one, because I sweat quite a bit, I'm really disgusting. Sweaty upper lip, sweaty chin, sweaty bits here on the photo. My hair's like this, so it just frames my round face. So that's on my Indian visa. So that was great. And then got on the train home, and train didn't even stop where I was supposed to get off at, so I had to go 20 minutes down the bloody road on the train, so it just wouldn't stop. Okay, it's an exaggeration, like 2 minutes on the train, but then ended up essentially losing 20 minutes, and now I'm in a really brassed off mood because I've got to start revising again. I don't want to, but yeah, this is done, main thing sorted. Yeah, bye bye, this chapter is closed.